So yeah, this changed the batteries on Squirtle because he died, and now look at that background spill. He is a bright boy. Like, to be fair, this one spill on the Charmander as well, but they're both angled, so you can't really see if there's any on him. But, God, I think I need to get all of them brand new batteries. Anyways, it is finally time for the Brilliant Stars. So obviously I'm really late to the party because all my videos are kind of pre-recorded, and it took a while for me to get this thing shipped in from the Pokemon Center as well. But this is the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. It's not the usual Elite Trainer box. This one comes with 2 more packs and a few extra goodies. I do love getting these Pokemon Center versions because it's like a little bit better for the value, honestly. But we slide this thing out, and of course there's artwork on the inside. Then we have our player's guide. Now I am still yet to do Brilliant Stars, so if you have not watched my channel before, you wouldn't know that, but now you do. This is my first time doing Brilliant Stars. Also, this box just looks clean. Like, that is almost like the artwork they use in Destiny. Just like that ring going around the outside with kind of like a rainbow effect, on, like, you know, as a offset shadow underneath. That's really cool. And then we lift him up, and oh man, we got a lot of stuff going on in here. All right, so let's pull this little ring looking thing out. That also looks nice, even though I never keep these. God, I am tempted to, because, okay, well, that end doesn't look as nice. Like, it's supposed to be folded, but still. Like, that just looks clean. I like that. But before we go looking at any of the extra stuff, we are going to go straight to our first ever Brilliant Stars pack. Now, usually I don't spoil myself on what is inside of different sets, but I decided to do something a little bit different this time. I know a fair amount of the high value cards in here. I know some of the more sought after things. I don't know the entire set, so I still might get something that's really high value and not realize it, or something that's really low value and think it's a high value one. I didn't study it. I just did some cursory looks. So, okay, it needs to be this way. I think I revealed the code cards, so I will blur it. But there it is, and we're going to be going a little bit slower. It's going to be more of a relaxed video because this is a new set, and I don't know, well, new to me at least, and I don't know exactly what all is in it. This is my first time seeing this art. I really do like that Chimchar, even if I don't like him that... Oh, whoa. I almost forgot to do the pack trick. 1, 2, 3 to the front. Get rid of the fire energy, and yeah, they redid the energies again. In my opinion, this is better. This is better than what we've had in Sword and Shield so far. Okay, so we have a Prinplup, little Penguin Boy, Groddle, and the Double Turbo Energy. I don't imagine it's really worth anything, but it is a new type of energy. Energies usually don't have much value, but some of these special ones tend to be a little bit more because they're not necessarily a guarantee. Then we get to our Chimchar, the Chime Echo. The artwork looks very familiar. We have our 2 little Golets there. Or Corfish. Wow. That is a very intimidating looking sock. Is that how you pronounce his name? I really like it. It's like super heavy line work. Like, it's very defined lines going on here. That is cool. Double Turbo Energy as a reverse. Okay, you know what? I'm going to price this one, even if it might not be worth anything. And... Wormadam. Nothing special for our first pack. That doesn't bode well, knowing my luck. But our first reverse from this set. And you might have noticed I have something new in the background here. Good pulls are going to go on these. Sadly, that's the best pull we have so far. Alright, let's grab something random out of the box, and we have another box. That is smaller than I thought it would be. And don't confuse the tone of my voice here. I'm happy about it, because I don't use deck boxes, and I'm happy to have one that takes up less space in my empty Pokemon boxes freaking drawer that I have going on. And I know if I kept this thing sealed, I could resell it for more, but I don't care. I don't plan on reselling almost any of my Pokemon collection anytime soon. And it is a weird cardboard feeling material. It's not cardboard, it is plastic. It feels like cardboard. I don't really know exactly how to explain it. It's very glossy. Just Velcro, I hate that. Some poor dude at the Pokemon Center, at the Pokemon Company, had to sit there and glue all of these in. But yeah, so the idea of this is that you actually have storage for your deck right here. Then in this back half, you have storage for like extra accessories like dice and stuff like that. Overall, not a terrible looking deck. Smaller than I thought it would be. It's smaller than the usual decks you get of this variety. God, without any cards in it, you really can't... There we... No, barely. You can barely get that Velcro to attach. That sucks. Because if there were cards in it, it'd have bulk to it. If I press too hard, I'm going to snap one of these plastic corners off. You know what? We're just going to have to call that pressed down enough. Also, I've been learning a lot about color correction, and that's why my more recent videos have been looking a little bit better. I've been getting better at color correcting. And I realized that this camera, on my point of view, from the little screen on the back, kind of looks brighter than it actually does when it records it. I had the brightness higher than I normally would. It looks too bright to me, but hopefully it'll look good to you guys after I color correct. Anyways, I know nobody else cares. Let's just pull out all the packs. Let's just pull them all out. We already did one, so we're gonna have 9 left. So very nice Charizard art right there on the front of that pack. We have our Arceus Oshawott, that's its name. No? Yes? No. What are you called? God, why are my names... Shaman, there we go. My names are just, like, leaving me today. That's probably wrong, too, let's be honest. But yeah, we have some interesting artwork on these. It's weird, you know, having, like, this little boy mixed in when you have Arceus and Charizard and Shaman. You're just a weird inclusion, man. Alright, so let's open up our next pack. We're gonna go with little boy whose name I can't remember. Maybe if we pull him, I'll be able to gleam his name, and I will come out of this video looking a little bit better. Again, I try to preserve my packs. It's a really nerdy thing that I do, but I like to have at least one of each artwork, and that one was really well preserved. So it should be this way, pull it out, and slide out our code card. Focus on it. There it is. We do 1, 2, 3 to the front, and we get rid of our Grass Energy. I think our Squirtle Limp is slowly starting to die, or our Bulbasaur. But we have the Blender policy. That's another new one to me. Well, I guess everything in here is. Roxanne's Backup and Tropius. Going on to our little Cubchoo, Dedenne. Wow, he is like destroying that city. We have our Nosepass, Snorunt, Baltoy, Golurk as our reverse. Doesn't look too bad. Never been a huge fan, though. On the end... Really? Now, this might be... Hold on. There's just no way. I'm looking this up on my phone. Currently, at the time of recording, by the time this is edited and then posted, it'll probably be different. This card is the 10th highest value, so it barely breaks the top 10. And it is currently going, again, I'll have a more recent price whenever it popped up down there. I'll have it pop up again. But holy god, for our second pack, a $35 card just about. That is a beautiful boy. Now what you really want is the alt art or the secret rare version of him. But god, just look at that. Getting a V-Star on my second pack, I cannot complain. Evolves from Arceus V, okay. So the star cards evolve from the regular Vs, and not the V Max. So the Vs are, I'm assuming, a lot more important now. That is so cool. God, I don't even have my sleeves on me. Alright, went out there, got my sleeves. Oh god, I can barely pick them up. So we're throwing him in one of these beautiful Dragon Shield sleeves. I still love these. I'm done, like, trying to sell them to people, though. I'm not being promoted in any way. Have you looked at my sub count? And we're gonna have to open a fresh pack of these BCW top loaders. Also, I totally went back to, like, YouTuber mode, where, like, I'm trying to be, like, you know, pretty entertaining while presenting. But the plan for this was just to be a relaxed video, and I need to stop getting in YouTuber mode. But there is the focus on it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Arceus V-Star. I am so freaking happy. Yeah, he's going back there for sure. So we also have, let's see here, the Pokemon Trading Card Game Rolls. It looks like they finally updated their booklet, or do they always update it? I don't think they usually update it with every set. I could be wrong. And that wasn't really anything special. So we also have our dice here, which look pretty cool. I believe you get the exact same dice with the regular version. I don't like to open these because I have so many dice that I like to just keep them in the package so I know what set, you know, which ones go with which. That's a pretty neat little symbol on there, though. Aside from that, they look kind of like the Eevee ones. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This was the card, I think, that was in the back in the Elite Trainer box. I could be wrong. But we're gonna save him for last. You know, we'll just put him right there. Maybe the Pokemon Company's trying to give us a good pull. That, or I accidentally reorganized it when I was going through them earlier. So let's open up this next Brilliant Stars pack. Again, I'm trying to preserve these. I'm doing my best. Like, honestly, I feel like they just gave me that, and now they're just not going to give me anything else. It's going to be another one of those boxes where I get one good pull. Never mind, we got a Bidoof, so we already have another good pull. There's your code card. And we do 1, 2, 3 to the front and get rid of the Dark Energy. And I actually consider checking out Pokemon Live. If I decide that I actually want to start playing it, whenever it releases, it's probably out whenever this video is out. Maybe it's already, I don't know. Friends of in Galar, it's actually a pretty neat looking card. That's pretty cool. I also freaking love that Bidoof. But yeah, I'm considering getting into Pokemon Live. If I do, don't worry, I'm still going to be giving you guys away all the code cards. Code cards are so cheap to buy online that if I want more cards, I'll just buy them. I feel like that would take away too much from this. I like, giving back to the people that are watching my videos. Execute, poor dude with his cracked open head right there. We have Farfetch, another heavy line art one. That has to be the same artist. Not gonna try and pronounce your name. Execute again as a reverse, but on the end, okay. And that's actually a different one. Still has some of the line art stuff going on, though. That is a very nice looking Mewtwo. I didn't know you could get just the regular Mewtwo as a rare, like non-holo or anything. That is pretty sick. I like that. It's, again, probably has no value, but I don't care. That looks clean. You know, I'm calling it. Go get rid of you, reverse. We're putting Mewtwo back there. Also, why are you pushed so far back? All right, let's just go through the rest of the stuff that came in here. We have the V-Star thing. It's not cardboard. It's actually acrylic, which is kind of nice. There she is, V-Star. This actually feels kind of nice. Like, nah, not bad. And then, of course, we have these again. I don't care. Oh, this is big. This is big in more ways than one. We have a large Arceus coin. I knew it came with a coin. That was one of the reasons that you would want this version of the box over the regular Elite Trainer box, because I don't think this one comes in the regular. Oh, that is so clean. There's still scanline issues you can kind of see up here near his head, like where the holo kind of changes. These coins always have that problem. Like, you're going to be very hard-pressed to find a coin that doesn't have some kind of print error. But that is sick. Of course, the back is just going to be the Pokemon logo, and it's kind of scuffed. I'll have to clean that off. Alright, you know what? No, there's still some more things to go through, but let's go ahead and do another pack. So we got our little dude here again, whose name I still don't remember. I'm sorry. There are so many Pokemon. I'm bound to forget a couple, right? Like, I'm sure there's at least one person watching this like, no, I know all of them. But I guarantee you occasionally draw a blank as well. There's no need for the elitism. We all have our dumb moments, and mine just happens to be for the entirety of this video. There's the code card. We do 3 to the front. We get rid of our electric energy. And we have our Crawdont. Magma Basin. Magma. We have Hitmontop, Dedenne destroying a city. Clink, Snorunt, Nose Pass. Axew, our little dragon baby. Sneasel as a reverse. I'll always say this. The dark cards look the best with their current awful reverses that they do. Oh, well, okay, I don't know. I think Steel and Normal look pretty good too. But on the end... oh, creamy. Nothing special, even if it does have pretty neat illustration on there. Also, the illustrator's name is So-So? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm probably completely butchered that. S-O-W-S-O-W. Huh. Next pack, we have Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. As I learned through a Max Mofo video, you're not wrong no matter how you pronounce it, because there have been 2 different official pronunciations in, like, the movies or in the show. I don't remember. But Arceus just flows off the tongue better for me, and I feel like it's just... I don't know. I feel like it's just an easier way of saying it and sounds less just weird than Arceus. But I don't know. Don't feel bad about however you say it, because however you do, as long as it's one of those 2, you are correct. There is the Grass Energy. That looks a little faded there on the back. Oh, something slid out. Whatever's faded on the back end is still a good card. It could just be the lights. I changed up my lighting a little bit as well, too. Choice Belt. Not a bad little looking 3D render there. Executor Beelzebub. Halucha, Electabuzz, our beautiful Bidoof, Mr. Peanut Butter. We have Shinx, Crawdaunt, and on the back there was something. I know there was something. There's no way that there's not. We have... Okay. It's not the best boy. Okay, it's not Raikou. Or Raikou, however you want to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Raikou. But it is an NTV. And looks very nice. It's kind of like a 2D, 3D style to him. Like, you can tell the model is supposed to be 3D, but it's almost, very flat, like patterns on it, and I kind of like that style. So he is definitely getting a sleeve as well, and that also means that our Mewtwo is getting dethroned from my little card stand back there. Alright, let's finish out all of the other crap that came in this. So we did get a thing of sleeves. I don't really use official sleeves anymore, but it's still pretty neat looking. We got our Arceus. We also have the code card for the entirety of this Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer box. I'm obviously going to blur that out. I'm going to make you guys do the work to get this thing, whoever gets it first. Actually, no one ever really says it. If you were the one that claimed this, let me know. I'm actually kind of interested to see, like, how quickly after I post a video these kind of things get claimed. So try to leave a comment after you claim it. Don't make that your priority. Obviously, getting this first is probably more of a priority. We also have our pack of energies. Again, I never open these. Well, I don't on camera. I eventually have to because I have like a catalog of all of my cards. And we have Arceus, and that is just sick. It's like a little stencil. So these are your dividers when you're using your Elite Trainer box for storage. That is, again, I just like that design. That's the same thing that's on the outside of the box, same thing on here. I almost like this more. It's just a line art. It's just simple, no extra details needed. I almost like that more. All right, so now we're down to just the packs left. So we have these 4 along with that other Charizard pack down there. So let's open this Charizard boy up. And again, just try... Okay, well, he didn't get preserved. I think one of the ones I opened cleanly earlier is preserved, so it really doesn't matter. Pull out our code card. I hate that the Pokemon Live thing is causing... Huh? Okay, 3 to the front. Then energy. So the energy can be replaced with V-Star markers? I don't care much for that. I mean, it's cool. Who cares about energies, right? But it really caught me by surprise. I didn't know that this was a thing. That really just, like, froze me up there. I thought I messed up, or the Pokemon Company messed up. But okay. Maybe they did. I don't know. Again, don't know what that is. But we have a very colorful Luxio card there. I really like that. We have a Choice Belt and Pachirisu, the best shiny. Going on to our Baltoy, our Chimchar again, like we had at the beginning. Our cast form with his little balls down there. We have our Golett Impidimp, very polygonal there. Dusk Noir, or Noir, however you want to say it, as our reverse. But on the end, a Liepard. Man, I mean, it still looks cool. He's in the city that was being destroyed earlier. I can't remember who it was. Alright, 4 more packs to go. Let's go, man. We got our Shaman here. Open them up. Try and preserve it. See, what you want to do is you want to pull it until you got just like a little bit of an opening on them. Like that. So you got like a little triangle opening. And then you just kind of pull from here and hope that you don't kind of mess them up doing this part. It's kind of the biggest part where you can mess up. That or the pulling back. Once you get one side open, like that. Sorry, my camera isn't the best for this. Then you can just kind of slowly split them down the other side by just basically pulling it apart. I'm doing it slow just to, in case anybody wants to know how to do that. Anyways, we need to pull out the code card. Do 1, 2, 3 to the front. Get rid of our Darkness Energy. And once again, we have the Blunder Policy, Roxanne's Backup, Tropius, our little banana neck boy. We have our Grimer Duskull, Farfetch, getting a lot of ones I've seen before again. We got Denny, the one who's destroying the city. Cubfu, Cynthia's Ambition. Not a bad card. Looks very dark. Like, if it wasn't for, like, Cynthia's art style itself, I would almost say this is almost like Magic the Gathering kind of, you know, theme. Like, you know, with the kind of kind of shadow going on back there. But on the end, Heat Ran. Alright, well, cool. Next pack, focus on him, and turn it. Open this thing up. I think I already have one of these preserved as well, but I'm just such a freaking nerd that I just have a couple Elite Trainer boxes sitting around with packs in them. With nothing in the packs, with bundles of energies. We have a code card. Then we do 1, 2, 3. That is 3, right? Yeah, okay, I thought I got an extra. To the front, get rid of the water energy. And we have a Siglif, Floatzel, and Cleansing Gloves as all of the uncommons. Then we have our Shink's Little Boy, our Milkery, Purloin, Spiritomb, Starly, Trapinch running from I imagine, Sandstorm that he probably caused because he's a little moron. And on the end, we have, okay, Torterra as a holo. This is another one of those ones, like, they do, like, heavy, like, this one isn't as line focused, they're more so using these lines for shading. It's like a stitching. Yeah, I had an art class in high school, and, I don't know, looks kind of cool. I really like what they're doing with this set. I'm sure somebody doesn't, but I do. We have our Holo Boy. Second to last pack, we have our Arceus Pack. Pull that, open him up. I started to say something there, and then my mind just blanked, and I can't even cut that awkward part out because I'm opening a pack, and I don't like people... I hate watching videos where somebody cuts out the part where they're opening because they could easily just fake any pulls that they get. Here, we're going to spoil it. Are we going to get a pull? White code card, I believe that is no. I believe that's how that works with the live cards. So, we have a... Focus, come on. A Fracture, a Beartic, Monferno. Really wacky there, kind of like a weird tattoo. Milcery, Nose Pass, Snorunt, Baltoy, Minchino. I really like that as well. Okay, I think white code card means that you get a pull. It's based on the outside, by the way, the border. Yeah, so, what are these called? Character rares? It's saying TG10 of TG30. I don't know what TG is. Look at that Houndoom. Of course, it's hollow, but it's a very matte hollow. Like, it is a very flat holographic card. And I almost prefer it that way. These are the things that I liked from Cosmic Eclipse. Give me this and give me tag teams, and you will have won my heart. Like, Brilliant Stars is just doing it for me. On the end, we have I thought it was hollow for a second, but we just have a regular Lapras. Still also looks really nice. Oh god, that make me happy. It's probably worth 5 cents, I don't know. Some of these, like, character rares, like with Cosmic Eclipse, I would get so excited and then just learn that it's worth nothing. And still just not care. Because in the end, you know, it might be trash to somebody, but is... like everything to me. I love these. They are my favorite cards. Like, I don't buy singles, but when Brilliant Stars starts to kind of fall out and it's getting harder to find, I will probably buy singles of the ones of these that I don't have, given that they don't, you know, bankrupt me. Focus on it. Like, that is just so beautiful. This is what I want out of the Pokemon TCG. I'm sorry, Yente. You gotta go. Also, I need to hard sleeve this guy. I didn't give my camera that long to cool down a minute ago, so I'm afraid it's gonna overheat, but it's fine. We only got one pack left. I just kinda, you know, get worried. I don't like it when it overheats in the middle of something. So we have our final pack, our Charizard boy. Open it up, and I'm not expecting anything. I think we've had a decent pull rate. I don't think it's been... the number of pulls, I don't think it's been too crazy. But the... quality of the pulls is definitely up there. Focus on it before I pull out the code card. So there it is. And then we're going to do 3 to the front, get rid of the energy. And we have the Chinchino, Team Yell's Cheer, and Probo Pass with the little things next to him. We have our Railu looking like it's running through the Hidden Leaf Village. Cherubi, Sock again. We have the Burmy Bros, Staryu, Pachirisu as a reverse, and on the end, we have a Raichu V. I wasn't expecting anything, because, like, I was happy with what we had. Obviously, I want more pulls, but it's unreasonable to expect you know, every pack. This is just, I'm so happy with this. I think this Elite Trainer box was well worth the money. I'm so happy that I pre-ordered this because, to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, unless you're buying from scalpers, when it comes to the Elite Trainer boxes, the Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer boxes, they only make like one batch, and when they sell out, they sell out. And so basically you have to pre-order them. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's how that works, and it's why, even if I'm like, you know, trying to watch my bank account a fair amount at the time that one of them is put up there for pre-order, I just have to hop on them. Like, plus it doesn't even charge you until it's out, but still. I think it does like a pre-charge, which is basically the same thing. But Raichu V, again, probably nothing too crazy. But after those two, I mean, I can't ask for much. Time for your end of video recap, which I actually already did once, and then realized my microphone was muted, so I'm just not going to do the reverses, because who really cares? So, for our holos, we just had the one focus on him camera. Focus. Okay, there's our Torterra holo. Then we have our Houndoom, I'm so happy with that. Our Arceus V-Star, Entei, and Raichu V. That's why these two were at the back this time, because I already did this once and I left my microphone muted. These were supposed to be at the back, but I'm just so happy with this. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see y'all next time, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more Brilliant Stars very, very soon. Well, that wasn't me saying I'm going to be doing it soon. I meant the hopefully. I don't have any more products for it yet. I have other products, though.